Now that the border wall is almost complete here in San Diego, things are changing in a lot of ways. First off, the number of people sneaking across the border is way down. However, the cartels have already figured out a way to cut the fence and get across. Earlier today, KUSI's Dan Plant got an exclusive tour of the border wall, and this is what he found.
It may look rude and crude to the unfamiliar, but what you're looking at here is the most sophisticated border wall system in America. This is an area of the border that keeps the bad guys up at night.
This double fencing is it's a game changer definitely for San Diego's sector.
While the double fencing gets most of the attention, this is a whole lot more than physical barriers. This is an entire border wall system, and it's almost finished.
The system is huge. That's what it's all about. Primary wall, secondary wall, all-weather road in between, stadium-style lighting, sensors, cameras, and of course the agents, the boots on the ground.
Now, even though this is the latest and the greatest border wall system in the United States of America, it is not infallible, as we learned last week. Believe it or not, somebody figured out how to cut through these things, and that is a big task considering each one of these poles is filled with concrete for 10 feet straight up. In the middle of that concrete, there's actually rebar, making it even more difficult to cut through, but somehow they figured it out.
When it comes to the cartels, where there is a will, there's a way. The will is obscene profits. The way is anything it takes to get through.
I always knew that they were going to find ways, especially because these cartels have unlimited resources, a lot of money. Plus, there's always going to be a need for people to try to get across.
Even though we don't have a lot of detail, the new border system was breached a couple of times over the past several weeks. Both times, the fence was simply sliced open.
There's blades out there that are made to cut through concrete and steel. Definitely can do it, but it just takes time.
And unlike the former border walls, it takes time, a lot of time, to make the cut. In this case, that time is critical.
Our old secondary cut, you could cut through that in about 30, 45 seconds. That's not going to happen anymore.
So here I am at the very end of the wall system here in San Diego. 14.5 miles comes to an end right here. This side, of course, is Mexico. That's Tijuana. This side is the United States. But as you pan around and look up into the mountains, you wouldn't imagine that you could actually build a wall over that rugged terrain. But guess again, eventually there will be a wall going all the way over the Otay Mountain.
Depending on the political climate, that may not happen anytime soon. Even so, San Diego will be the most fortified border town in America. At the U.S.-Mexico border, Dan Plant, KUSI News.